Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at modeling this Canadair CL41 Tutor. Okay, and I'm going to be using forms for this. I'm not going to use these formers here. You can use these formers. And just looking at it right now as I look at this, with D, what you want to do, because you obviously can't loft from C to D and get a nice loft. So I would cut this off right through here, this engine over here on the side, and model that later. Okay, but I'm going to use a form this time. I've been showing a lot of stuff using surface modeling, so I figured we'd just come back to forms for this. Okay, what I'm going to do, create a form, and I'm going to use a cylinder on this plane here. And imagining a center around here, be about right here. And drag this back. And add some height faces by dragging this. And click OK. And I'm going to get rid of these. And move this whole thing down just a little bit. And forward just a tad. Okay. Click OK and start modeling here. And move back. Now this jet looks similar to the T-37, but they're two completely different airplanes. Like this has looks like two intakes. I'm not sure if this is a single engine jet or not. But like I said, it looks very similar to the T-37. And both are very nice looking jets. Like this jet has an exhaust here, and the T-37, the exhausts are back here. And when doing this, take your time at doing this. You'll produce a much nicer model. And I don't know when this jet was produced either, the 50s or 60s. But I remember seeing it in the RC Modeler magazine some years ago. They made one, and it was a pusher with the pusher prop. It looked pretty nice, and it was in the Snowbird scheme too. Okay. And I'm going to add another section again. And to do that, you just hold down the, the Alt key. So double click on this, highlight it, hold down the Alt key, and just move this square forward. Turn the origin off here. Remember, if you like my videos too, go ahead and subscribe. And hit the like button as well. Now come up to modify and use a fill hole. And that collapse looks the best. One. Use this. Okay. And look at this in box mode. And once again, I forgot to go over to the other side and click those at the same time, but not that much of a problem. Okay, and get out of box mode, which is Alt 3. And getting in box mode is Alt 1. And go ahead and click OK and finish form. And there's our shape. And that looks really good too. Now I put this vertical stab on her. Turn off this. Change this to fuselage. Turn that off. Next, going to create a sketch on this plane here. Use a line tool. Imagine this coming down a little here. And this one coming down to here also. But move this down a little more and move this forward. So this comes down to here. And look at this from the top. Okay. Finish sketch. Come up to construct, and we're going to do plane at an angle. Click plane at an angle. Click this line here. Set 0 degrees is what we want, and click OK. Come to the top here, look at the top, and we're going to create a sketch on this plane here. Okay, and like my other videos, I tell you, if you have a profile of this, then use it, because I'm just using a arbitrary airfoil. And mirror this line here and use the mirror line is going to be, oops, okay, this line here. Click OK. Next, create a sketch or finish a sketch. Then create a sketch on this plane here. Use the line tool, snap it here. Another line here. Finish sketch. Now, since I'm using the form, I'll stay solid, so I'm going to stay with this. Come over here to sweep. Change this to path guide rails and this full extents. Then select the profile. Profiles be this and this. And the path is this. And the guide rail is this. Okay, it says it can't do that, so what I'm going to do, select this, just reverse this and see, there it goes now, and make this full extents. So when that happens, you may want to switch these two around here, so the path, try making it this, and if that doesn't work, to make the path the back one here. Change this to vertical stab. Okay, and that looks pretty good. Turn these two off. Now what I'm going to do is create a sketch on this plane. And I'm going to draw a line. From here. Actually, cancel this. And turn this sketch off. And now draw a line from here to here. And draw an arbitrary airfoil, just following this one. And I'm going to mirror this. And click OK. Finish sketch. Now come up here to construct, plane and angle. Use this line here and change this to 90 degrees. Click OK. Now create a sketch on this plane here. Now this is going to be slightly off because this line is forward. But it's lined up on the side here, so it's fine. So what we're going to do here is line, snap it to here, and just follow this down the line here parallel. Actually, let me cancel this. I'm going to use a spline for this. Do this again. And just come back in here and straighten this as best as you can. Same thing for the front of it. Finish sketch. And we're going to use, say, sweep again. And make sure it's path and guide rail, and select the profiles, those two. Select this as the path, and this is the guide rail. And it won't let me do it that way. It may not let me do this at all, which is no problem. But it does. And click OK. Now come up here to create, mirror, and mirror this, and select the mirror plane. Click new body, and OK. And that's it so far. Now this back here, edit. I'm just making this round. And take your time doing all this too. And finish form. And this is what we have so far. Now, let's go ahead and put a wing in here. Then I'll do the engine last. So this wing here, what I'm going to do is put an offset plane right about here. Okay, it's very small. I can barely see it, but it's there. What I'm going to do is move this up. Then come back down here to Edit and move this over. Click OK. I'm going to create a sketch on this plane here. Draw a line. Looks to be about from here to here. Then look at this from the top. And this comes in, so this goes back just a little. And this needs to go back also. But I'm going to change this line here. Go ahead and finish this. And create a sketch, or undo this. Create a sketch on this plane here. And going to draw that line again. This looks to be about look at this from the top. Move this back. And move this forward. Now I'll draw an arbitrary airfoil. Finish sketch. Turn the sketches back on. Turn the canvases back on. And construct plane at an angle. This line here. Look at this from the front. Rotate the plane slightly. That looks about right. Okay. Click OK. Look at this from the top. Create a sketch on this plane here. Use a fit point spline. Snap it here. 3-point spline, snap it here. And straighten this out. Okay. Go ahead and finish sketch. Let's see if this works. So sweep again. These two profiles. Okay, that's looking good. Change this to left wing. And I'm going to mirror that. Change this to body, because you want the whole wing. And the mirror plane. So this, keep them separate for now. And click OK. And there it is for now. Now the wings can be thicker. Turn off the canvases here. Turn off the fuselage. And looks like it can go down just a little more. Okay. Now this is slightly above here, and this will come down. And that's fine. And this is the right wing. And I'll go ahead and save this. Okay, now let's go ahead and work on the engine. Going to do an offset plane. And pull this back. To there. Click OK. And I'm going to create a sketch on this plane, or excuse me, going to create a form, cylinder on this plane. And I'm imagining this whole thing around here, and so the center should be somewhere in here. And pull this back. Add some height faces. That's too many. That looks good. Click OK. Okay. Move this up. I'm going to insert an edge. Change this to exact. Click OK. Insert another edge. Okay, go ahead and finish. And that looks really good. Just need some touch up on the bottom here, moving this up. So come down here, edit. And this here, edit. Now I'm just cleaning this, make it look a little better. Click OK. Finish form. Okay. Then turn on the left, right wing, and I'm going to mirror this engine. So come over here, create, mirror this. The plane is going to be this. And that looks really good. And pretty much that's it of how to model this. Now you would just go back and straighten things up on it, you know, like this engine nacelle and stuff like that. And yeah, then you can come back in and you know, cut all this stuff in here, the canopy and all the stuff like that. So just turn off this fuselage. And you just create a sketch on this plane here. And use a line. Finish sketch. Turn the fuselage back on. And the sketch is back on. Then split body. This is the body to split. That. And click OK. And create a sketch on this plane here. Another line. Cancel this second segment and use fit point spline here. Snap it there. Finish sketch. Split body. This is the body. Splitting tool is this. Now let's see why it wouldn't let me do that. Okay, try this again. This. Splitting tools are going to be this. And there we have that. And just go through doing everything that you want on here. But that's pretty much it for that. And it's not a hard model to do. So yeah, and do rest of the windows and just put a lot of details in it and you have a nice model there. So yeah. But anyway, that's going to do it for modeling of this CT-114, I believe it's called a Tutor, Canadian airplane. And yeah, but just wanted to let you guys know that I want to make this job, or excuse me, not job, but modeling these planes a full-time job so I can do more of this because I do like modeling these jets and things and teaching you guys how to do this. So I would like to make this a full-time job, and because now I just do it in my spare time, and I actually like doing it. And if you can, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to you know, support my channel. And also, if you can, use super thanks and donate money, whatever you can there. It'd be great. And also, if you could, just if you can, join my Patreon site, and that'd be great also. But subscribe and watch my videos, and I go over a lot of stuff. There's a lot of information in each video, and a lot of people learn different things from each video. There's just little tidbits of lots of information that you can get. But anyway, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and you can send me an email or contact me over in my Facebook group or my Patreon site. Both are called CAD Will Fly RC. And so, yeah. And that's going to do it for this video. And you guys have a great rest of the week.
Subscribe for more.